So, it's come to this. YouTube wants me to be commercially viable because they need more money. They also want me to be child friendly, which is never going to fucking happen. Hear that, kids? If you're on this video, you can piss off. Okay, I think that covers the new FTC requirements. If you've watched as many Korean dramas as I have, you'll know that 50% of them are about or feature rape. Spirit's Homecoming is a film that is literally about the rape of Korea by Japan. This movie tells the true story of Korean comfort women, young girls that were taken from their families to be used as sex slaves by the Japanese army. It's an uncomfortable film to watch as it doesn't pull any punches, and it is a film that should be viewed by everyone. Yes, even that random Japanese guy in the comment section right now that is typing in his comment saying that these women made it all up, even though there is plenty of evidence to support their stories. Based on the true story of an autistic marathon runner, Marathon is a fantastic drama for the entire family. As an autistic person myself, obviously at the other end of the spectrum, I found this film to be touching and the performances to be genuine without being overdramatic, which, let's face it, a lot of Korean dramas are guilty of. Make sure you have a box of tissues handy. The most recent film on this list is The Spy Gone North, a fantastic star-studded affair loosely based on the true story of a South Korean agent who infiltrated North Korea. The film is directed by the same guy that gave us the criminally underrated Nameless Gangster. It stars Hwang Jung-min as the South Korean spy and Lee Sung-min in a career-defining role as a North Korean official. If you like tense, spy-driven dramas, then this is for you. Everyone's favourite Song Kang-ho stars in the true story of a taxi driver, Kim Se-bok from Seoul, who unintentionally becomes involved in the events of the Gwangju Uprising in 1980. It is based on German journalist Jürgen Hinspetter's interactions with the taxi driver and the events that bonded them. A Taxi Driver is a truly amazing film that deserved an Oscar. I don't want to spoil anything, but the archive footage that serves as the epilogue of the film is heartbreaking. An absolute gem. The only film from Bong Joon-ho on this list, Mother. The movie is about a mother that desperately searches for the killer who framed her son for a girl's horrific murder. Won Bin is incredible in this film, and the performance he gives proves his range as an actor. It's such a shame he doesn't make films anymore, but after my experience with the industry, I can't say I blame him. If you've just caught Parasite in the cinema, then I recommend checking out all of Bong Joon-ho's back catalogue, starting with Mother, a superbly shot motion picture. Get ready for more child rape. This time it's heartthrob and Train to Busan star Gong Yoo's Silenced. Based on real events, this film depicts the story of a school for the hearing impaired where young deaf girls were sexually assaulted by the faculty members over a long period of time. Much like Spirit's Homecoming, Silenced is a must-watch. The performances in this are nothing short of amazing, and this film comes with my highest recommendation. Gong Yoo gives the best performance of his career here. You know how I said Korean dramas have a lot of child rape in them? Well, it's time for another. This is Hope. The film is based on a true story, the infamous Na-young case in 2008, in which an 8-year-old girl was raped and beaten by a 57-year-old man in a public toilet. In all seriousness, this is one of the hardest films I've ever had to sit through. I rarely cry, and honestly, I was crying like a baby during this thing. It's actually hard for me to put my emotions into words just thinking about it. If you haven't already, please watch this film. Trap, the movie, otherwise known as The King and the Clown. Arrested for satirizing the king, two clowns can have a reprieve if they can make him laugh. Yes, this movie is about a gay love triangle. It's unique and unapologetic, and that's why I love it so much. The performances by the three leads are bold and risky. The story is engaging and explores many different themes. There is truly nothing else like it when it comes to Korean cinema. A must-watch. Written, edited, directed, and starring Yang Ik-jun, Breathless is an absolute masterpiece. A loan shark finds himself striking a friendship with a troubled schoolgirl as he faces his own troubled past with his abusive father. Breathless is a brutally honest film from an extremely talented man. Yes, there is a lot of swearing. Yes, there is a lot of realistically portrayed violence, but the film is poetic in many ways. Don't expect a film that looks like the usual high-budget Korean productions, as this film was made independently and mostly shot handheld. However, it does not change the fact that the script and performances are perfect. This is one of those rare 10 out of 10 films. Remember the classic line from Tropic Thunder, "Never go full retard"? Well, they did it in Korea and it worked in Oasis. The film's plot is about the difficult romance between a mentally disabled man who has just been released from jail after a 2.5-year sentence for involuntary manslaughter and a woman with severe cerebral palsy. Oasis is a film by legendary Korean filmmaker Lee Chang-dong, who, in all honesty, could have several films in this #1 spot. It was hard for me to choose this, as I believe his other films, Green Fish, Peppermint Candy, Secret Sunshine, and Poetry could all easily take this place. I went with Oasis because I believe it is his most touching film, with two of the greatest performances in any movie ever. The acting here is honestly some of the best you will ever see.